What's going on YouTube? A-Fizzle is tuning with y'all on this Friday, October 21st, 2011. I hope everyone is having a good Friday. I'm not going to explain my Friday. It's not, it's not important. But yeah, I want to make this video right quick, because I want to come with y'all with the more realness, So for this, I'm gonna put everything else I usually do to the side for a second. No entertainment, no music, no sports, no drawings, none of that. It's time to get real. Well, it's time to get more real. We want to talk about life in general. Speaking the truth. That's the name of this video. You know, in life, everyone has their flaws. Everyone has their imperfections, and sometimes we can't fault the other person for their imperfections and their flaws and stuff. But somehow, people do anyway. Men and women have flaws. We all have, well, let me rephrase that. All of us, we have flaws. We all have imperfections that we're not proud of, that we wish we could change. And a lot of us, we had a lot of money, we'll change it. I want to change shit about me, though, really. Man, I know like y'all probably would change something about yourselves that you don't like. Some of y'all women, I wish I had bigger tits. Like y'all guys, y'all probably wish I had bigger dicks, whatnot. And hey, that's on you. Knock yourself out. But I'm gonna come with y'all with the realness. Alright, I'm gonna start with a woman flaw. A lot of women, they get jealous really easy. Now, women, before you start jumping on me, listen, I'm gonna tell you why. Because men, we're emotionally tougher than women. So women, they're more vulnerable. Not vulnerable. That's not what I'm. They're more open to show their emotional side than men are. That's why you see a lot of women watching Lifetime every Sunday, while us guys are watching football or baseball, whichever sport is going on around that time of year. They get around, women, they get around their girlfriends and whatnot and talk about, you see what my man did this, my man did that, I was watching Lifetime, it makes me want to cut, that type of shit. You know it. I also want y'all to know this. One thing I don't get is that a lot of people will put a lot of women in one building, one room at one time, and think that's going to work. It's not, because you know how women are. And they show their emotional side. Like they get catty and stuff. It'll probably work for a few hours or a few days, but give them about a few weeks. When you put women and women in the same room for weeks, I say by the second or third week, these women are not going to stand each other. They're going to fight each other. They're going to want to pull hair and stuff. Because you know how women get. Real talk. Like I said, a lot of women tend to get more jealous than men. Men do get jealous too, but not me though. I don't get jealous. But women, they tend to get jealous because the emotional side shows. You see, they got a boyfriend and whatnot or a husband, and they see their boyfriend or husband with a different guy. Means they're a different guy. I'm just giving a different girl. Forget me out. Different girl. They assume they cheating. Sometimes it's not the case. Sometimes, the woman pulls the boyfriend or husband to the side. Might be a manager. She might try to get him promotion and whatnot. She might try to tell him something important. It's not like she's trying to make way at him. I can see. See, that's what jealousy is. Even talking to your freaking manager, these people will get jealous. Going back to what I was talking about with Caddy and all that, as women, they tend to catch attitudes. They tend to get more than guys, Like I say, because you can't put a lot of women in the same room and expect that to work. Or expect that to work for a long time. It's not. Women are going to tell things. Women more tend to have attitude problems, anger problems, just flip everything over, temper tantrums, all that. They tend to have that more than men. It's like when men, if something goes wrong, you can give all of them a beer, drink it up, and by the next hour, they be like, what the fuck we was arguing about that an hour ago? They forget all about that, you know. It's like, it's in the past, man. We in the future. I mean, we in the present. Let's worry about the present, you know. And, you know, for me, I was brought up around a lot of women, so I was able to catch at first hand what certain women do, you know, how they act, how they react, how about their personality and stuff, you know, what type of people they would normally hang around with. You know, you got your popular girls, you got your nerdy girls, you got your geeks, you got your anger all the time girls, you know. It's different types of girls, you know. You got your smart girls, you got your blondes, you know, you got the gangster girls, you got the oh yeah, bro. So you know, no certain type of girls in the same category would put us, I mean, would hang out with one another, you know, because that's how they roll. Oh yeah, another thing I want to talk about is I know y'all probably get tired of talking about this, but teenage pregnancy. Why I keep on bringing this up? Why I keep on bringing up teenage motherhood? Because everybody knows it. The teen motherhood, I mean, yeah, teenage motherhood is getting out of control. And this has something to do with the teen mom show on MTV anymore. I'm done with that. I'm done with Jersey Shore. I'm done talking about all that. But yeah, like I said, it's getting out of control because most of the women in the world are growing up too fast. It's like somewhere in the 70s, you know, everything was so uptight and all that, but in the 80s and well to the 90s, you know, when I was growing up, you know, I did see a lot of girls who were around my age trying to be all fast, you know, 9, 10, 11 years old, trying to holler at high school guys who are 15 and 16, trying to dress up like a 16-year-old, trying to wear makeup like a 16-year-old, and thinking that 16-year-old guy's supposed to be impressed. And maybe it's just my thing, but you know, I'm pretty sure a 16-year-old guy, I'm not 16 by the way, but I'm just saying, when I was growing up, I would never look at a younger girl, 5 years, 6 years younger than I am, and all that makeup stuff, think I was supposed to be impressed. Nah, got the wrong guy. And, you act too fast, you gotta suffer the consequences. You trying to get in the guy's dick so fast and whatnot, and trying to fuck him on the first night, or have him fuck you on the first night, whichever one you would prefer. And you end up getting pregnant, you know. You think your whole life's fucked up. Most of the time, it will be fucked up, but at the same time, you can mess around and get pregnant as a teenager. It doesn't mean your life's over. It means you can still go out there and be the woman that you can be. You know, it's not too late to change about yourself. Things about yourself. You can go out there and still get a good job. You can still be in the military. You know, you can still provide. You know, and I'm not bad. I don't really bash teenage pregnancy too tough. I mean, I do bash it a lot, but at the same time, the women who do become teen mothers, you know, someone I do get support to. You know, I give props to because at least they're out there trying to going to school and trying to get an education, get a diploma, so they can go ahead and get a good job, not stuck at Burger King flipping whoppers. But, you know, I don't give props to teenage mothers who flip burgers at Burger King and expect to be managers. I'm like, fuck that. Burger King's not gonna get you anywhere. Or Mickey D's or Crystal, Wendy's, Hardee's, Carl's Jr., all that fucking above. White Castle, all of them. That's not gonna work. Let's say you're trying to do something realistic, like I'm trying to do something art-wise. Something like that, or something music, or maybe a doctor, lawyer. You know, women who aim goes high. You know, even military. You know, you trying to get in the Air Force or the Army, Navy, Marines. You know, also the teenage mothers I would give props to. You know, because they're on their P's and Q's. They don't want to be bums. I'm not saying if you work at Burger King you're a bum. I'm just saying they don't want to be stuck. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't want to be stuck. You know, but you know, if you don't want to be a teenage mother, don't be so damn fast. Wait, don't try to be grown at a young age. Enjoy being a kid. Your time will come. You will be an adult. Until then, you know, just deal with it. You know, when you do become an adult, and just appreciate life. You know, go out there and handle your business like a grown up. Don't be trying to freaking act like you're a little kid when you're grown. That's all. That's all I really say about that. All right, but you know, those some of the women flaws that I do take notice of on a daily basis. Yeah, us men, we have flaws too. Don't think the women are the only ones have flaws. We're guilty of some of our flaws as well. You know, I'll be the first to admit that we do have flaws. You know, we do fuck up. Women fuck up, we fuck up. But you know, at the same time, we can still correct ourselves and get better as well. You know, men, I think one of our biggest flaws is cheating. Because you know how women think. Well, unfortunately, not all of us know how women think, but some of us do. But we know how we think. We know how we are. You know, sometimes when it comes to women, sometimes we use our heads, but most of the times we think with our dicks because we always trying to go after the hottest girl in the world. And I'm guilty of that too. I think with my dick when it comes to women. I'm not ashamed to say it. I want to get the hottest girl in the world too, looking with big tits and a big ass and cute smile and all that. Because at the same time, because we're so conscious, we're so self conscious about we don't want people to saying that we just date anybody. Because we're like that. We are like that. We are really subconscious. And don't say you aren't. Unless you really lower your standards, don't say you aren't self-conscious about when you're dating women, because you are. I am. I'm self-conscious when it comes to that. And but sometimes when we do have girlfriends, we do see somebody who's hotter than our girlfriends, we do trying to do a little pass on them. And that does give us some trouble a lot. We trying to holler at them on the side. We fuck around and end up cheating on our girls. When I was a teenager, I'm really guilty of cheating when I was a teenager, but I don't do that shit anymore. I don't cheat anymore. If I want to be going around trying to make pass at a girl, then the main point is just be single. That way you can do all that all you want. You won't feel guilty by it at the end, because you're not getting drinks thrown at you, or you're not getting hot grits thrown down your back and whatnot. You know what I'm getting at. Or worst case scenario, like freaking what's that movie that on Waiting to Exhale? Get with Angela Bassett throwing on dude's clothes on the car and lighting the car on fire. That won't happen to us. But if we're single, because we're good to go. But at the same time, guys, we gotta stop cheating on our women. Most to half of us, the women we do have by our side, who's willing to go to war with us, who's ready to just go through the fire with us, maybe the best thing we have on our side right now. And you don't want to fuck that up. You don't want to fuck your chances up by cheating. You might have the best thing on your side. You may never notice. It might take you 10, 15 years down the line before you finally notice you have the best thing on your side. But the thing is, I think when we get older, our mind state grows up, which makes us grow up and act more like adults and less like children. And like I said, I used to be a huge cheater. Not a huge cheater, but I used to cheat. But I don't do that anymore because, I'm not down there anymore. I'm moving up in the world. My mind state grew up. It helped me grow up, start being more mature, acting more mature. Like I said, we us men, we get thrown for maturing later than girls, but being honest with you, now some women do mature faster than guys. True. But sometimes you gotta look at it the other way. Some men mature faster than women, because you might have a 24-year-old woman over here throwing pouting around shit when it still don't get her away, like she's still a 9-year-old. And you got a 21-year-old, don't get their way. Whatever, I'm not gonna trip about that. Whatever. Alright, getting to the 15-minute mark, so this part more likely would probably be a part 2, so y'all tight.